What story is 100% true, but still blows your mind? In 2004, Mitch was in his final semester at a college in Louisiana, when he met another senior named Kayla. The moment he saw her, he knew he was in love. After graduation, the pair stayed in Louisiana and moved in together while they got their careers off the ground. He was completely infatuated with her. 2 years later, the pair got married, and shortly after, Kayla got pregnant. By the time their daughter was born, Mitch was making so much money that Kayla became a stay-at-home mom full-time. By the time their daughter was 2 years old, they had their son. Mitch was a complete family man and his life was perfect. A few months after his son's birth, Mitch was lounging in the TV room when something strange caught his eye. He noticed that the red lamp in the corner of the room was looking blurry. He rubbed his eyes and looked around the room, but nothing else was blurry. When he focused back onto the lamp, he noticed that the lamp was still distorted. Even after turning the TV off and walking over to the lamp, it was still blurry. He didn't have bad eyesight and was completely confused. He thought that it must have been an anomaly, so he turned back to the family room and turned the TV back on. However, no matter how hard he tried, the distorted lamp was in his peripheral vision the whole time. It bothered him to the point that he turned the TV back off and went to investigate the lamp once more. This time, he noticed that the lamp was not only blurry, but it was now upside down. Now he was genuinely concerned that there was something wrong with it. Nothing else in the entire room was blurry or upside down. A few minutes later, his wife and kids get home, and he decides to not tell his family about it. He is determined to figure it out himself. After dinner, the family plays some games together. Then everybody goes upstairs and falls asleep. But after everyone had gone to sleep, Mitch was laying in bed thinking about this lamp. Finally, he snuck out of his bed and he just stared at this lamp. He spent hours watching this lamp morph, turn upside down, and get more distorted. The next day, Kayla found Mitch passed out on the couch. Still, Mitch still doesn't tell her about the lamp. Kayla asked what was going on, and he told her that he wasn't feeling well, and was not going to go to work that day. But Mitch didn't go to work for 3 more days. He just sat on the couch, fixated on the lamp. Kayla picked up on his strange behavior, but Mitch never told her about the lamp. He kept telling her that he wasn't feeling well. She pleads for him to go see a doctor, but every time Mitch would say he's alright. As this lamp became larger and more distorted, Mitch became unable to respond to his wife. He became totally unresponsive, so Kayla decided to call a doctor to figure out what was going on. While she's on the phone, Mitch notices that the lamp is growing exponentially. It grew to the size of the room itself, and all he could see was the color red. Then, Mitch starts to notice voices and screams coming from somewhere in the distance. He feels this blinding pain in his head. He opens his eyes and sees that he's laying on the sidewalk across from a building at his college with a crowd of people staring at him. He has no idea what's going on, so he naturally starts scanning the crowd looking for his wife and kids. But before he could find his family, a police officer ran over to him, picked him up, ran back to his police car, put him in the back, and drove off. When Mitch is in the back of the police car, he asks the officer, "What's going on?" The officer would tell him that he was attacked by a huge college football player and had been knocked unconscious. Mitch then asks where his wife and kids are, to which the officer said that he had no idea. That's when it clicked. The lamp wasn't real. Neither was his wife and kids. It was all a hallucination while he was unconscious. He had experienced 10 years of his life in just a few moments. Mitch was taken to the hospital where he would make a full physical recovery. Unfortunately, after he was released, he was horribly depressed and had to get intense therapy to grieve for the family that didn't exist.